Hi everyone, thank you for watching and welcome to today's video. So today I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. This is kind of like a recreated look. I wore this in a couple videos back and I just had it for the intro. I believe it was my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, and the intro I had to film at a different time than the tutorial. So this is the look that I was wearing in that intro. It has been a little bit of time since I did that, so I feel like this is, like I said, sort of a recreation. It's not the exact same look because, to be honest with you guys, I kind of forget what exact products like shadows that I used, but this is something very similar, and definitely I know for sure the same techniques that I used to create that look that day. Absolutely love how this eye look, makeup look, everything came out today. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and if you do, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. And if there's any other makeup tutorials or any videos that you would like to see next, please leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and dive right in to this makeup look.
Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. So today I'm starting this look off with the new Tarte Shape Tape foundation. I was super excited to try this out. I didn't really know how much to use, so I'm kind of just like putting it like all over my face, but it ended up working out. So I'm just buffing that all over with this small It Cosmetics brush. This is literally like my favorite brush right now to apply foundations and concealers and everything with. I really liked the formula of this foundation, but I will go a little bit more in depth on this foundation in a later video. For concealer, I'm mixing two. The first one I'm using is the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser. This is more like a color corrector. And then I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Stick Concealer. This is a new purchase for me, and I've been really enjoying it. And I didn't realize when I was getting ready until I was editing this footage, I was like, man, I put on a lot of concealer, but hey, whatever works, right? But I am just blending this out with that same foundation brush that I use. Like I said, I've been really enjoying blending out my foundation and my concealers with this brush. It's just like an all-in-one, and it's really nice. To set the concealer, I am using the Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder. I believe it's in this shade 10, and I'm using a dry beauty blender because I was just way too lazy to get up and dampen my beauty blender. And I'm just putting this in my T-zone under my eyes just to bake, and yeah, I look like a crazy person. But I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, bake, set, you know, all that good stuff. Next, I'm gonna contour my nose using the cooler tone shade from the Kat Von D contour palette. This is like my favorite contour shade for my nose of all time. So I am just, you know, doing that a little bit, contouring. And then I'm gonna sweep away most of the powder because it's set for a couple minutes, but I do leave some on the sides of my nose and a little bit still under my eyes. And next, I'm just going in and bronzing up / kind of contouring my face with the middle shade from the Kat Von D contour palette, one of my favorite bronzer / contour shades of all time as well. This palette, honestly, I just can't get enough of it. I've had it for so long and I still use it all the time. Then for blush, I'm going in with this Becca one. This is Blushed Copper, I believe it's called. Blushed Copper? I don't know. It's a luminous blush, and it's one of my favorites I've ever tried. I'm just patting this onto my cheeks. I don't like to swipe because it can disturb the foundation underneath, so I like to just use light patting motions. For highlight, I am using Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop from the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette, and I'm just mixing those two together on my Smashbox fan brush, dusting it onto my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then moving to eyes, I'm starting this eye look off with the Smashbox Nude eyeshadow. I'm just using a large fluffy blending brush. This is just a staple for me, using the shadow and using a larger brush just to act as a transition. I'm just putting this in my crease and bringing it down onto my lid pretty sloppily because, like I said, it's just a transition, it's just a base. Next, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette and I'm using the same exact brush, but I'm bringing this shade down a teensy bit lower and just blending it into that first shade. This is the shade Warm Taupe, which is a nice like neutral to cooler toned shadow. Absolutely love it. And then this is where the eye look kind of went towards the darker side. I accidentally used a brush that was not clean, so I went in with the Naked Smokey palette and I used the shade Whiskey, which is a deep brown, but like I said, my brush was not clean, so this eye look ended up being a little bit darker than I expected, but that's okay. Always use clean brushes, people. So I'm taking this small e.l.f. blending brush. I'm using this on the outer V of my eye and really just focusing it and I don't want to take it any higher than the crease because that's when you can kind of look like you have raccoon eyes. So I'm just taking small little motions, patting motions, and windshield wiper motions and just blending that in. I'm going to line my upper lash line with a black eye pencil. This one is by NARS, but obviously you can use whichever one you have. This is just the one that I picked up for the day. You can be kind of messy with this because I am going to go in and smoke it out with some dark brown eyeshadow. This one is Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette. I really like this shade because it's very pigmented and it's very easy to blend out, very easy to smoke out your lash line with it. So I'm just going using tiny patting motions and going over that black eyeliner, like I said, just to smoke it out, and I do bring it up into the crease ever so slightly just so there are no harsh lines and everything is nice and blended. I like to take some loose powder next and clean up the edge of my eyeshadow just so it doesn't look too rounded and come down too far. It kind of gives it that cat eye effect. And then to blend everything onto my lid, I don't remember the name of the shadow. I'll list it down below, but it's also from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I just take a flat brush and I just pack this on the lid. I use the brush dry just so, I don't know, it's not too crazy pigmented, but I feel like this shade did a really good job at just blending all the browns together and kind of just meshing it and melding it together without being way too crazy. Next, I'm just going to dust away all of the excess powder, the stuff from underneath my eyes, and obviously clean up the lines from my eyeshadow. Moving to the lower lash line, I'm taking that same black eye pencil by NARS and just lining my lower waterline. And then I'm going to go in and smoke that out just with a mixture of all of those shadows basically that I used on my eyelids, and just smoke that out so there's no harsh lines. And I just really feel like smoking out the lower lash line really ties in the look all together. And yes, I stabbed myself and got eyeshadow in my eye, but that's okay, I survived. I applied false lashes off camera. They were the Christina WSP lashes, and then I am blending my real lashes with the false ones using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I put on a lot of mascara because this was definitely the last time I was able to use these lashes, so you can use your favorite mascara, favorite lashes, whatever you want to do. And then I'm just putting a little bit on my lower lashes as well. And then moving to brows. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I am filling them in with the Anastasia Taupe Dip Brow. I haven't showed me filling in my brows on camera, I feel like, in forever, but this is definitely my favorite eyebrow product of all time. To highlight my inner corners, I'm going to use that really bright matte white shade from the Naked Smokey palette, and I did clean off this brush before I use this, thank goodness, and I am just highlighting my brow bone and my inner corners with that. I wanted to keep it matte since most of the eye look was matte anyways. I kind of just liked how it all came together. Then for lips, I'm first lining them with my favorite lip liner right now. This is the Treatment Cosmetics Nude Lip Liner in the shade 7. I absolutely love the formula of this, the color. It's just become a staple in my makeup routine. And then I'm going to top that off with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Cairo, which again is another just all-time favorite color, shade, formula of a lip product for me. I use this all the time. Absolutely love it, and it's super affordable too. And that completes this makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.